Welcome to Ready to Mosh, a podcast all about rock, metal and alternative music. I'm Kev P.
And I'm Gem G. Each episode will bring you the latest news, talk about new releases and review gigs and festivals that we've been to. There'll be a smattering of guest interviews and a lot of random chat.
As well as the podcast, you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram. Just search at Ready to Moshcast. Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Ready to Mosh. This is the second beer cast that we're doing, and we're going to go through the remaining 2 stages on Saturday and then go through the full Sunday lineup that we want to see at Download Festival.
Yep, so starting this episode, we're on the Avalanche stage on Saturday, and I've got Animalia highlighted.
Yep, okay. I'm not going to be there for Animalia.
No, I mean, I'm not 100% certain I will make it down there for 11. But if I am, I will go and give them a listen because I like what I've heard of them so far.
Okay, fair enough. I think we're both together for the next band, which is Blackout Problems, or is that just me?
That's just you.
Oh,
but
okay.
They are...
I thought you liked them.
I don't mind them, but I'm not overly fussed about seeing them, and highly likely they're going to clash with Cassette. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, this is the thing. Everything's subject to change.
Yeah.
I mean, I've picked them out because I really do like Blackout Problems.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I've seen them somewhere, and I can't think where it was.
I feel like we were scheduled to see them as a support band for something that got cancelled.
I think I've seen them as a support band.
I don't know, because there's not many you go to without me, is there?
Okay, well, I do really want to see these, so we'll just have to see basically what the lineup's like closer to the time.
Next up, I've got Salem highlighted, which I know you haven't.
No, yeah, they're not on my list.
No, they're definitely on mine. For those that don't know, Salem are the other band that Will Gould from Creeper has, and I really like them. They're more of a punky kind of, I don't know how to describe them really. Yeah, definitely more a punky sound.
Is it a heavier version of Creeper?
Not heavier. I think it's a bit more like early Creeper, to be honest.
Because I liked some of the later Creeper stuff, but I didn't like the early stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge punk fan.
Yeah. No, I definitely think they're more of a punky edge to Salem. I really like the stuff they've done so far. Haven't seen them live, so definitely want to go and watch them.
I've actually got the next band on there, which is Dragged Under.
I haven't.
So I've not listened to too much of these, but what I have listened to I've enjoyed.
Next up is Loathe. I believe we've both got those highlighted.
Yeah, we've both got Loathe.
We caught some of them at Download Pilot and really enjoyed. Yeah, they're one of those bands that have been around a while that I've never really picked up on before Download Pilot.
Which is one of the benefits of the pilot, because it was more of a relaxed feel to it, I think. I
think that, and yeah, there's just so many bands that I came across as a result of that, really.
Yeah, and Loathe were on that list, and yeah, they put in a great show at the pilot, so it'd be good to see those again. Yeah,
definitely some strong Deftones vibes going on through a lot of their stuff, but really enjoyed their performance, so looking forward to seeing them again.
Yep.
I've personally got quite a bit of a gap now on the Avalanche. I don't know if you've got anyone else.
Yeah, so I've got a few more bands on the Avalanche. So I've got Grandson, who are next. And again, a lot of these bands are bands that I've not necessarily listened to a lot, but I'm kind of working my way through the bands that I've sort of penciled in as potentially wanting to see.
Yeah, just Grandson just didn't do it for me at all. What I've heard, I've been mainly based on the couple of songs that are on the official download Spotify list, but...
Yeah, so basically with my list, what I've done is a similar thing to you. I've gone through the list and decided who I like or don't like, and then investigated more into those, because there are so many bands at download. And Grandson, I've checked a few tracks out, really liked what I've heard. So, yeah, so I've got those penciled in. I've also got the next band up penciled in, which is The Fame. And again, they're a band that I've never really come across before, but now I want to give them a check.
Yeah, similar to Grandson, they just didn't really do it for me on the first couple of songs that I listened to. And I've kind of taken the approach that if the songs on the download official playlist don't do it for me, I'm not going to investigate further, just because there are so many bands to see. I don't necessarily need to add more into that, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. I've got a lot of other bands marked off through Saturday, but more interested in potentially watching people like Grandson and The Fame. Just because I've not seen them before, I don't really know a lot about them.
Yeah.
Whereas there are other bands I've seen multiple times.
Yeah. I mean, just because I'm saying now that I won't go and see them because they're not highlighted, I'm not completely ruling them out.
Yeah.
And particularly if it's raining, the Avalanche stage provides a nice bit of shelter.
Okay.
I've got Creeper next, which I'm assuming you haven't.
No, I've not got Creeper next.
Yes, you're definitely not a Creeper fan. I definitely am a Creeper fan. First saw them at Leeds 2016, I think.
Okay, some while ago.
Then Download 2017, they were amazing. I think they opened the main stage on the Saturday then. And then they had a hiatus as a band. And they've just grown so much, and their performance has grown so much since I first saw them compared to how they were at Download Pilot. They're just, yeah, I mean, the sound's changed anyway from that pop punk. They've definitely evolved through that. But yeah, they've definitely got a much stronger performance. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them again. And yeah, we get 2 Will Goulds in one day.
2 Wills one day.
2 Wills one day, yes.
Interestingly about Creeper, I was talking to somebody earlier last week, and we both had the same thought that we don't like Creeper, but our girlfriends do.
Oh.
And you like them, and his girlfriend likes them, but we don't.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's a band that that has kind of like a weird sort of female connection that nobody knows why.
I don't think so, because I definitely remember there being a pretty mixed crowd. I don't remember a lot when I saw them in Leeds. It was on the small tent that they have at Leeds.
Yeah.
But definitely at 2017, it was a very mixed crowd. There's a lot of younger people, a lot of older people, but a very diverse and inclusive crowd, I would say, as well.
It's interesting.
So, yeah.
I just find it curious that it was 2 guys went no, 2 girls went yes.
Yeah, I suppose, but yeah, I think they're a mixed crowd attractor.
Okay. Some bands do attract particular audience types, a particular demographic, and I just wondered if that was the case with Creeper. So I've got Funeral for a Friend last off.
I haven't. Again, like I said, it's not to say I won't see them, but they're highly likely to clash with the headliners on the main stage that day, so I probably won't.
Yeah. No, I've never seen Funeral for a Friend, and I've never been a massive fan, but I think, again, like we said with other bands in the last episode, I feel like it's one that, like we said with Napalm Death, I feel like it's one I should probably tick off.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have actually seen Funeral for a Friend, and interestingly, when I saw them, they were supporting Iron Maiden.
Okay. So,
yeah.
So that's pretty much the Saturday then, isn't it?
Trying to think when it was. I think it must have been about 2006 or 7, and I think it was Sheffield Arena. And to be honest, all I remember about the Funeral for a Friend performance is they just kept talking about orcs a lot.
Was this around the time Lord of the Rings release?
I think it probably was, yeah. Or at least the later ones. Not quite sure they lent themselves to the Maiden crew or Maiden crowd.
Yeah.
Really? I kind of watched them because we were there and they were on. But yeah, like you, they've never... I mean, Juno is a classic, but beyond that, I've never really got into them.
Yeah. I think Juno's the gateway song, isn't it, for Funeral for a Friend?
But I think they just fit into that kind of emo category that I just never really got into at the time. We were just that little bit too old.
Yeah.
A lot too old, I don't know. But,
I was definitely too old.
We were never really into the emo scene.
Okay, so we've now got the main stage for Saturday. So first up, the band I don't really know a great deal about, but it's the Raven Age.
Yeah, I've not got them. They've just not really ticked a box for me.
Okay. I've enjoyed what I've listened to so far. Again, with all of these bands, I'm going to listen to as much as I can from all of them before download. This is the beer cast. That's what happens. So yeah, I'm going to listen to those as much as I can. I've also just realised, looking at my sheet, I've actually not got the next band highlighted when they should be in green.
Really? You've missed them out?
Yeah, which is disgusting, and I apologise a million times because the next band is Those Damn Crows.
Yeah, we love Those Damn Crows, don't we?
We do, and we saw them, I think first time was in the Courtyard in RIP.
Yeah, in 2019.
Yeah.
So they did, obviously it was a much smaller show.
Yes.
Just to the RIP crowd, bonus of RIP. And then I did see them on, I think they were in the Dogtooth on the Friday. No, they were definitely in the Dogtooth. I think it was Friday. Their kind of main slot. They also did an acoustic slot in that kind of Carlsberg Conservatory.
Yeah, the Carlsberg tent.
Which I didn't see. And I don't think we've seen them since, have we? But
I've not seen much of their touring. I mean, the pandemic shut a lot of things down.
yeah,
But
they've done a few dates. And I know they did do one in Derby, which is not a million miles away, but it was a school night, so we didn't go.
yeah.
But yeah, since 2019, I think they've had their second album come out.
But there's been no extensive touring for it, from what I can remember.
They've not done loads, but like you said, I think they've done mainly like smaller festivals. I've seen them pop up at. But yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing them, and I think they definitely deserve a slot on the main stage.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not a bit further up, to be honest. Although looking at the main stage, you could possibly put them in front of Monster Truck.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only place that they could go at the moment.
On the main stage, yeah.
Definitely in future years, I think they'll be working their way up there.
Well, that moves us nicely into Monster Truck, who I have got down again.
I haven't.
You've not?
No, again, another band that haven't really ticked any boxes for me. I'm thinking that might be a good feeding slot. So I might watch them with some cheesy chips.
Yeah, you're just going to have to bring me food because I'm just going to be watching bands. So Monster Truck are on my list. Hopefully get a chance to watch those, looking at the timing so far. And then the next band up is a band we're both big fans of. I think we're both big fans of. Black Label Society.
Yeah, definitely. They're just
Zach Wild's band.
They're just a staple of the.
Anybody that loves metal and loves Download loves Black Label. I don't know why you wouldn't love Black Label Society.
Yeah, I think I first saw them. I think they were at Ozfest in 2001.
Two. Oh, was it one?
Yes.
Trying to think.
When I first came across them, and then were they there? I don't think they were there in 2004.
No, they weren't.
I think in 2012 they were there, and obviously we've seen Zach Wild play with Ozzy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really a lot more you can say, really, is there? Zach Wild's just a legend of the metal scene.
Highly recommend it to anybody that, if you're unsure about it, just watch them. It's really, really good. The next band up is Shinedown.
Yeah. We've seen them a couple of times, I think, before.
Yeah, a couple of times at least.
Again, they're just a good staple Download classic band, really. They've got songs.
Christ, I nearly spat beer all over the mics. They've got songs. Yes, they do have songs. Greatest description ever. Yes, they have songs.
No, they've got some really good songs, some catchy sing-along tunes.
I'm sure Shinedown as well did a lot of stuff for what is now the WWE.
I was going to say they're a wrestling band as well, aren't they?
They are, yeah. There's always been that tie-in with the WWE and Download Festival. I'm sure Shinedown, Convinced, did a few songs that were used either they did them for the games or they were used in the games or for the wrestlers' songs. But yeah, I like Shinedown, so it'd be good to see those.
Yeah. And then Deftones. Again, an absolute classic.
I love the Deftones.
I don't even know where to start with them, really, do you? What can you say?
Yeah, seen them at a few places, different venues. So we've seen them in...
We saw them at Rock City. We've seen them at 2 festivals, I think.
We've seen them I know we saw them at Sonisphere. I think we've seen them at Download.
Yeah.
And, they're just... The Deftones are just so good.
They are. They're just classic new metal.
And again, another band that I think if they'd have been... I don't know, potentially from any other era, or if they'd have been any other band, they would have headlined Download. I don't understand why they never made it that high up. I think where they're positioned on the Maiden this year is probably the highest I've seen them at Download.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a funny one, given the longevity.
Yeah, been around a long time, and I can't think of one bad Deftones album.
No, there's definitely ones I prefer, but.
Yeah, but there's no bad album. I don't think there's a particularly bad track on any album either. They're all solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got a favourite album, but all of the albums are really strong. So, yeah, I really can't wait to see Deftones again. Then we've got the Saturday night headliner, Iron Maiden.
Yes.
Now, Iron Maiden, I've been listening to since mid-late 80s. Really love these guys. And maybe not so much the Blaze Bayley era.
No, it's not quite the same, is it?
No. but got so many Maiden songs on so many playlists, and I've bought so much of their stuff over the years. Various albums in vinyl form, in cassette form, CD form.
Yeah. Which I think says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. They've been around for so long, and I love Maiden.
They always put on a good show. You know what you're going to get.
There's a lot of people complain about it's the same bands that download every year, but it's been a while for Maiden.
Yeah, I think 2016 was the last time they were there.
Yeah, that's a 6-year gap.
Yeah.
And I think we saw them in, was it 16?
No, 14.
Oh, 14 at Sonisphere. Yeah, so I've not seen them for 8 years. They're going to be great.
They're going to bring out all the classics for the night, and I'm also curious as to whether Bruce is going to do a flyover, given that we're next door to the airport.
Next door to the airport, yeah.
Because he did it at Sonisphere.
Well, that was the Battle of Britain weekend.
It was, yeah.
And he did a dogfight overhead, which, it's just mind-blowing that he was allowed to do that.
Yeah, I think I've got some footage of that somewhere, actually. But, yeah, it was a bit bizarre, but...
Yeah. In fact, I remember the Deftones came out. They came out onto the main stage.
Yeah, they did.
Just so they could watch the dogfight. Well, hopefully Bruce gets to do that again.
Yes, because we know he loves to fly a plane.
Okay, moving on to Sunday now. So we're going to start with the Dogtooth stage. Who's your first stop on the Dogtooth?
I forgot to highlight them, but it is Anchor Lane.
Okay, yep, same as me. I've got Anchor Lane down.
Yeah, we saw them, 2017 or 18, I think it was, on the Dogtooth.
Can't remember.
I remember because they've got that song that sings about a rum and coke.
And we were drinking rum and coke.
Rum and coke. So we've loved Anchor Lane since then. They were actually supposed to be the support for Wayward Sons when we saw them, but then because the date got postponed, they were unable to do the rescheduled date, unfortunately.
That's a real shame because I would have really loved to see them again.
But yeah, it's good that they're still going and they're on the lineup again. So I think that's my first one up on the Dogtooth.
Okay, my next. Oh, in fact, I think you've got one before me.
I have got Bimini highlighted.
Yes.
Because I don't know, something different to watch.
So maybe for people that don't know about Bimini, I wasn't aware who Bimini was.
Yeah, they were on RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm not quite sure which season.
So is Bimini a person, a group, a band? I know nothing about Bimini.
It's a person.
A person, okay.
Yes, who was on RuPaul's Drag Race. I know they've got one song on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, looking at the slot time, I think it's only going to be about 15 minutes. So I'm not quite sure what to expect, but it'll just be something different, I thought. So I'll give them a watch if I'm around.
Okay. I've got the next band up, which are Foxjaw.
I don't have them.
I mean, it's going to sound really repetitive, but the same as before. Heard a few tracks, really liked it, so going to start listening to a bit more. Then on the Dogtooth, Clash Finder have got a couple of question marks because they're always convinced there are going to be other bands. Not necessarily the case, but I've got Modern Era next, which I think I'm going to watch on my own. Yeah,
I don't have them highlighted, but I'm not going to rule them out because I don't know if I like them or not, to be honest.
Okay. I've also got the next band on, Kill the Lights, so I'll probably stay where I am.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not keen on Kill the Lights for some reason, so I've not got them highlighted at all.
Okay. Then I've got A Gap and then Fire from the Gods.
Yeah, again, I've not got them highlighted.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's quite a few on the Sunday on the smaller stages that I'm actually really looking forward to watch. Then the next band up, I know you are going to watch, but I will not be there.
Twin Temple. We saw them supporting Ghost in April. They are satanic doo-wop. And yeah, I really like them. Have to say, though, by the end of their set, when the saxophone solo went on, it felt like about a year, but I think it was a few minutes.
I think you'll find it's called a saxophone.
That's the one. Yeah, by that point, I'd gone off them, just because I don't really like a saxophone. But I do generally like their stuff. I listened to them before we saw them with Ghost, and yeah, I just really like them, so I'm hopefully going to get to see them. But having said that, they do look pretty clashy with every other stage, so I'll see what takes my fancy on the day.
Yeah, it's a strange one. I mean, I thought they started off okay, and then, I don't know, I just gradually lost interest as the gig went on. So I'm not a fan of Twin Temple, so I'm not going to be watching. You'll have to let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I've also got Yonaka highlighted, which I don't think you have.
No, I've not.
And there's definitely a couple of Yonaka songs that I do like, so might give them a watch, Clash dependent on the day.
Okay, And I've got Miles Kennedy up last off on the Dogtooth headlining.
Yeah, so have I. And as we mentioned in the last episode, he's also on I think it's Friday with And Company. And I think it's just a solo acoustic slot on the Dogtooth. So that might be quite cool. I imagine he'd probably do a mix of all his stuff, his solo stuff. So. I'd imagine he'd drop some of his Slash songs in and some Alter Bridge.
And I'll be honest, looking at the rest of the highlights for Sunday night, I'd be quite happy just finishing with Miles Kennedy. I think that just works out nice chilled out end. So we should move on to the Avalanche stage next.
Yeah, I've got Static Dress highlighted.
Okay.
Have you?
No, I've not got Static Dress.
Okay, yeah, I've heard a few of their tracks now and I really like them, but it's going to be kind of a time-dependent, Clash-dependent one, as we keep saying.
Yeah, was Static Dress at the pilot?
I think they were, but we didn't see them.
The name just rings a bell so much, but I don't recall seeing them anywhere.
Yeah, they've been about quite a bit since then. I think they toured with Creeper when they did their tour last year, possibly this year.
Okay.
As well, so there has been quite a bit of,
No, a bit of what?
They've been mentioned a lot.
Okay.
Musical circles.
If you will. Yeah, so I think next up after that, I've got Dead Posey marked down. And I'm really, really liking Dead Posey.
I've not got them highlighted, so I'm going to assume I've heard them and not taken a shine to them, but that may change.
I'm quite surprised by that. I thought they would have been a band you'd have been really into.
I'll go back and give them another listen on that basis then, but...
Yeah, there's quite a few tracks of Dead Posey that I really like, so yeah. I think they'll be amazing and a good fit for download. I've also got next after that is Cemetery Sun. Again,
I've not got them.
So they're not on your list?
No.
Okay. Again, I've not heard a great deal from Cemetery Sun, but I think they'll be fun. The next one is The Horror.
Yeah, I've got them highlighted.
Yeah, I'm the same. Without sounding like a broken record, same sort of situation, isn't it? I've not heard a lot of these.
No, I think they were another one that were a download pilot that we didn't see then. And I know they did play in Nottingham fairly recently. We couldn't go for some reason. But I do like what I have heard of them. And I've heard that they're really good live.
Okay, be interesting to see how some of these bands kind of work in places like the Dogtooth and the Avalanche. Because I've seen bands that would only work in the Dogtooth for certain times of the day just because of the darkness of the Dogtooth. I know we've also both got down next Jamie Lenman.
Oh, Jamie Lenman. Yes, we do like Jamie Lenman. We saw him at Download in 2019.
Yeah, and he was amazing.
He was, and then we wanted to see him at the pilot and accidentally forgot. I think
that he was there.
We didn't forget that he was there. He was on our list.
Well, we did a lot of drinking, and I think we just...
Well, we did, but I'm sure he was there on the Sunday, which we didn't drink as much on. And I think we just thought in our heads we'd got a gap. And then we realised we were sat down in the guest area having a rest. And then it was like, oh, shit, we've missed Jamie Lenman. And then we got tickets to see him in December.
We did.
At Rescue Rooms, and you weren't well, so we didn't go.
Yeah, that was my fault. We missed that one. I wasn't well at the time.
So hopefully, since we've last seen him, it'll be third time lucky and we'll get to go and see him again.
Yeah, so we can do, 2 out of 4?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a big Jamie Lenman fan and really looking forward to seeing him again. Then I've got a bit of a gap.
Okay, I've got Spirit Box. Have you not got them?
I've not got Spirit Box, no.
Okay, yeah, from what I've heard of Spirit Box, I do really like them, so hoping to give them a watch.
And that's just before a band that we've spoke about on the Shikari review.
Yes, Trash Boat.
Yeah, we've covered these guys in a couple of episodes, I think. So we covered them in the...
No, we've not.
We have, because I've got their T-shirt.
Oh, sorry, yes. Yeah. The Desert Island
It was
episode.
The Desert Island
You've got your
episode.
Trash Boat T-shirt. Yeah, they do have very good merch, aside from being a very good band.
Yeah, and can't say any more great things about these guys, because these are really, really good. And anybody who's not seen them, sort your life out. You need to watch them.
Yes. I've got Boston Man and Neck. Not a huge fan, but they have got some tracks that I do like, and I just remember watching them at Pilot, and they were fairly early on, I think, on the Friday, and they just stuck in my head from that.
And the final band I've got on there are the Descendants.
Yeah, they are kind of a legendary punk band, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've got them highlighted just because they're potentially going to clash, but I feel like it's a one-off chance maybe to see them.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm thinking of just going to go and watch those.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it's legendary band. What are the chances you're going to get to see them anymore after this?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in the position where I think, I could have seen them live and I didn't.
Yeah, you don't want them being on the Festival Regrets episode.
No, which is still to come.
Yes.
But yeah, I really want to see those. So I think that is, I'm a big punk fan and I think they will be amazing.
Yes.
I think that's actually a great headliner for the Avalanche stage.
Yeah,
really,
definitely.
really great headliner. And we've got the Zippo stage next, so the second stage.
I haven't got anything until Massive Wagons.
Okay, well, I've got a band before that, which is the
Okay.
last Internationale. I don't know if it's Internationale or International.
Internationale.
But really getting into these. I'm a bit annoyed it's clashing with Dead Posey, though, because I think the two bands that could work, I think they'd work one after another.
Yeah.
Very similar kind of vibe, and I really like them. And then, on to Massive Wagons.
We love a bit of Massive Wagons, don't we? What can you say? They're just so fun to watch. I don't think they'll have a massive slot looking at the time of day, probably about half an hour, which is similar to what they had at Download Pilot, but they're going to pack the classics in on that one.
I thought they'd get a bit more for the fact of the longevity.
Yeah, they have been around a long time, actually, longer than I realised. They're one of those bands that I'd always heard about prior to Download Pilot, but never listened to a lot, but love them now, and seen them headline in about September or October last year, I think. They were great, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
And if nothing else, listen to the Curry song. It's a classic.
Yeah, I don't know how you can't like Massive Wagons. They're so good.
Yeah, Baz is great, isn't he? He's just a classic fun man. And
Yeah.
he'll have a legendary outfit on, no doubt.
Yeah, there's going to be some random, almost like an Elvis-style, probably combination with a flat cap.
Maybe. Yeah, who knows? Next up, Wednesday 13. I think we could do a whole episode on Wednesday, to be honest.
Do you know what? I think we need to do a whole episode on Wednesday.
Maybe the 13th episode.
Ooh, there's an idea.
That's just been plucked out the air.
Yeah, so just for everybody's kind of understanding, we love Wednesday 13 that much. We both have Wednesday 13 tattoos.
We do. I think we might have mentioned that before, but just in case you've not heard.
In case you've not heard it, we've got two totally different tattoos on different body parts, but we absolutely love Wednesday. We've loved Wednesday from, I don't know, Frankenstein Drag Queens onwards?
Yeah, thereabouts. So I think the first Murder Doll single.
Definitely from the Murder Dolls onwards.
Definitely. Yeah, which is 20 years ago, so I think we can class ourselves as lifelong fans, as in the life of from the Murder Dolls.
Yeah.
They're doing the 20th anniversary tour now, which means hopefully there'll be lots of greatest hits. I know the US tour that they've just been doing has been covering the last 20 years, including Murder Dolls and Wednesday 13 stuff.
Yeah, so we've actually got tickets for Wednesday 13's tour in the UK that's been delayed.
Yeah, it was supposed to be November last year and we're still awaiting rescheduled dates on it.
So pull your finger out your arse Wednesday and tell us when it's going to be.
But to be honest, this will probably be about the 10th time we've seen them.
At least.
At least.
At least 10.
Including Murder Dolls. So, yeah, there's not a lot else we can say.
But they are, well, Wednesday is one of our favourite musicians. We love Wednesday.
Yeah, so go and watch Wednesday.
Whatever you do, watch Wednesday.
Watch Wednesday on Sunday. Next up, Clash Finder has those elusive question marks again, so perhaps there's a band to go there, maybe not, I don't know. But after that, I've got Baroness.
Same. I'm looking forward to hopefully watching Baroness Interrupted.
Do you want to be interrupted?
Sorry, uninterrupted.
Oh, if they can interrupt you again, no problem.
No, you're perfectly fine. I want to watch them uninterrupted. It's almost like we're going to have a podcast domestic on here now.
Well, that's not my fault.
It was your fault.
It was not my fault.
It was your fault.
Nope.
So we've got both got Baroness down. We're both big fans of Baroness. Yeah, it's going to be really good to see those guys again live. I was right at the front for Baroness, and they totally blew me away the last time I saw them.
Well, I remember they were good as well.
It's going to be really, really strong. I'm surprised actually. I swear blind. I thought they were in a higher position last time.
I think they were in a similar position on the second stage last time.
So why are they not moving up? That's what So sometimes I don't understand some of the logic of the position of bands.
Or maybe I feel like they might have been a little bit further back and then Ministry were on after them.
I don't know, because I was at the front for Ministry. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there.
And then
I've got Skillet up next.
Yeah, I've got them there based on one song.
Is that Monster?
That is Monster.
I thought it might be.
There may be other ones I like, but that's always the one that sticks in my head.
Yeah. And again, as we were saying with Baroness, it's strange because, we may be wrong on the popularity stakes, but Baroness absolutely pack a stage out. They pack the second stage out. So I would have thought they would be above Skillet.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Interesting, they're potentially going to clash with Volby on the main stage. So that might, I don't know, reduce their crowd. But
oh, you mean Baroness are going to... Sorry, you mean Baroness are going to clash with Volby?
Just going back to Baroness, you were saying about packing out a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway...
But the same issue will occur with Skillet because they're on at the same time.
I could say they're potentially clashing with Korn, so
yeah.
We'll see.
So I might watch maybe the start of Skillet.
Annoyingly, they'll probably play Monster last. So
you're going to play your best song last.
You are. Having said that, Andrew WKD didn't play Party Hard last.
No, he didn't. Didn't he? What did he start with? Did he start with Party Hard?
No, I think he started with... What's the other one?
Yeah, it's the one that sounds like Party Hard.
And I'm sure he played Party Hard about halfway through, and then everyone just disappeared. And he was stood there, bless him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Going like, where are everyone gone?
Isolated. Why is everyone gone?
Because you've just played your most common song. Common song? Popular song.
Okay, so Andrew WK aside, Skillet, yeah, could be good. Then it moves on to The Darkness. Now, I've got kind of a love-hate relationship with The Darkness. How about you?
I do like The Darkness. I remember when their first album came out, I loved it. And I saw them with Hollywood Vampires... 2019, I think it was. 2018, 19. And they were really good live, so I am definitely up for giving them a watch again.
Yeah, I think they're a kind of a, maybe eat some food at the top of the second stage, have a beer sort of band for me.
Yeah, I'm surprised a bit on their placement as well. I think they could have fitted better on Friday before Kiss.
I feel the same about the headliner for the second stage on Sunday as well. But I think it's a deliberate download thing where they've split
genres up.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of similar bands that could all play on the same day, but instead of doing it all in one day, you're going to make people get the weekend ticket instead of a day ticket.
Exactly. You don't want a hair metal day, a new metal day, a classic day, or whatever. Do you? You want to mix it across.
Potentially have deserted stages.
Yeah. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, I think they would have fitted better Friday.
But yeah, I'll watch Darkness. It could be a laugh.
And then Steel Panther.
You're on your own.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them a couple of times before. I like them. They're fun to watch, but I won't be disappointed if I don't see them this time because there are other bands that I might rather see.
One of the members of Steel Panther left Steel Panther?
The guitarist, whose name I forget, left.
Blonde hair, I think, was it? Really?
No, the blonde hair's the lead singer. It was
blonde hair with a really bad nose job.
I can't remember now without looking it up, but yeah, one of them did leave.
What are they going to do after Steel Panther?
Wow.
That's what I don't get. But okay.
Who knows? But yeah, I mean, they are a fun watch. But again, with it being Sunday night, by that point, I'll probably be a bit tired, a bit over the drinking, and yeah, I'll potentially give them a miss.
Okay, right. So main stage Sunday.
Yep. So first up, we've got Wargasm, who I definitely want to see. I'm saying definitely again.
If you can get up.
It is 11 o'clock. So whether I'll be up, whether I'll be kind of ready, I might maybe go through my pyjamas and then come back to the tent and get changed. But yeah, I definitely want to give them a watch again because they were great at the pilot. And yeah, they've just been doing big things ever since, really, haven't they?
Yeah, a band that's going from strength to strength, especially after all the shit that they had with the bouncers at Scala.
That was on their headline tour back, I think it was November, December, because they played Nottingham, but they did Bodega and it had sold out.
Yeah, so we couldn't get to that one.
Couldn't get to that one. And they've just done their tour in America supporting Limp Bizkit, which is going to do them loads of good. Yeah,
which, again, I'm surprised they're opening the main stage. I thought they'd be really moving up the stage.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this scheduling was probably done a while ago and they've not been able to move them up, but I think given the opportunity, they could easily move up further.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking they can definitely move up on the main stage, but they could move a lot higher on any of the other stages as well. So, but yeah, I think they'll be great. I'm getting more and more into Orgasm as time goes on, so I'm looking forward to seeing those. I think next up, because of the dubious question marks on Clash Finder, we've got Powerwolf next.
We have Drinking Blood.
We drink your blood.
Yeah, I know that. I said we'll be drinking blood.
I will be drinking blood, okay. Yes, there's We Drink Your Blood, Low Season.
Yeah.
Both great tracks. And I think it's looking at the day, I think for this and the next band, I think it's a perfect follow-on.
Yeah, I definitely think if the sun's out, definitely a few drinks.
Yeah,
for this
it'll be. I can see me getting quite smashed during this period.
It's going to be whatever's left in the tent to drink will be gone down.
It definitely will.
Yes, because next up we've got Pirate party time.
Well, yeah, pirate party time.
Pirate party time.
Yeah, Ailstorm have just got... I feel like they're an anthem band now.
They definitely are. And I think, like we said, when I think I reviewed their single a couple of episodes ago, they're like the Venga Boys of metal.
Yeah.
Or Venga Boys of pirate rock, or whatever you want to class them as. But I can't believe they've been going so long and we've never seen them.
I thought we had.
No.
I thought we'd seen them at Download.
I've not seen them.
Okay. Maybe I've made that up, but regardless, they're going to be great.
Definitely
Should be a good laugh.
Next up is Rise Against. I've highlighted them, but not 100% sure I'm going to watch them. I've seen them a couple of times at least now, and I do like them, but...
Yeah, my Rise Against period's kind of probably fallen off a cliff now. I've just not kept up to date with Rise Against, so I've not got them down to watch.
No, I know what you mean. I haven't kept up with their more recent stuff. It's more the older stuff I like. So I'm kind of eyeing up that slot. I seem to have a clear slot throughout all stages then, so that might be Yorkshire Pudding time.
It does clash with Modern Era Kill the Lights.
What a giant Yorkshire Pudding.
There's a gap between Modern Era and Kill the Lights.
There you go then.
So that's where the Yorkshire Pudding goes.
Yeah,
So.
see you at the Yorkie stall.
Yeah. Well, that's after Rise Against, so you still get to watch Rise Against.
I might do, but I might watch them with my Yorkie Pudding, we'll see.
Well, no, because that's before.
Okay.
If you look at your...
Well, this isn't accurate, is it? Volbeat next. I do love Volbeat. They put on a good show. I remember seeing them previously at Download. And yeah, definitely want to try and watch them again if I can.
Yeah, they're not on my list.
No, they just don't do it for you, do they? Not your brew.
Just not my thing. You know, the great thing about Download is that there are bands that have that effect, that there are a lot of bands I don't want to watch. Same as you, there's a lot of bands you don't want to watch. We've both got bands that we really want to watch.
Yes. And next up it's Korn.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. How have Korn never headlined Download?
They've headlined the second stage, haven't they? But they've never headlined the main stage. I don't know. There are so many bands that you look at and think, how are they never?
Yeah. I honestly do not understand it. They've been around early 90s.
Yeah.
And I've been a Korn fan from day one. There's something about the music that I just absolutely love. And I'll happily admit the first time that I saw them, I was really, really disappointed because it was one of the worst performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that before, possibly on our first episode, was it?
Yeah, probably.
But yeah.
Well, the interesting thing is that I've heard other things about that performance where people from different places within the festival saw it. They came back with different reviews. So we both said we thought it was a terrible performance, but they all said that actually it was really good.
So maybe it is just perspective on the day, but I'm sure they'll pull it out the bag this time.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. I mean, I've seen Korn, I don't know, a good half dozen times now, and or in various parts of Korn. So I've seen Jonathan's solo stuff, I've seen Korn as a group, and they've always, apart from that first 2004 piece, been amazing ever since. So I really do. Well, I'm not going to miss that at all.
And finally, we've got Biffy Clyro.
Or a poor man's Foo Fighter, as I like to call them.
Yes, well, you are definitely not a Biffy fan. I'm a Biffy fan. To be honest, their newer stuff hasn't really done it for me, but in longevity terms, yes, I am a Biffy fan. First saw them, I think Download 2012 was the first time, and they were fairly high up on the main stage.
They were second,
that day,
weren't they?
I think second, yeah. And since then I've seen them headline Leeds, and then they did Download in 2017. So on that basis, there are potentially other bands I might watch instead, but I'm definitely going to catch a bit of their set. What I do like about Biffy is they always do, from having seen them at Leeds on Download, they do a heavier set at Download.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep the less poppier stuff away, don't they?
Yeah, and the lighter, more acoustic ones they did do at Leeds, but I've not seen them do those at Download. But yeah, I think there'll be a fitting end to the weekend. Possibly sat down in my camping chair.
Yeah, I mean, I will catch a bit of Biffy Clyro. I mean, I don't hate everything they've done. And, you know, I appreciate that, you know, they're not my cup of tea, but they are a worthy headliner.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the few bands in recent years that Download have got it right, where they've gone, we need to bring a new band through. It's one band they've actually took a punt on.
And I know there's a lot of people who go, they don't deserve to be there, they don't fit in there. But they've been there since 2004.
Yeah.
Was their first slot at Download. So they
I think 18 years.
Yeah.
I think you deserve to headline.
Definitely. They've always been a Download band. So anyone who's saying they're not a Download band
is a muppet.
Yes, to put it politely. So, yeah, I think it'll be a nice way to end the weekend, really, a bit more chilled.
For me, it's a great wind down because I'll probably finish with Miles Kennedy and then catch a bit of Biffy Clyro. So for me, that's cool. I can live with that.
Yeah, definitely. That's the plan. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our download preview episodes. So we hope you've enjoyed listening. As we said last time, do let us know who you are planning to see at Download if you're going. You can let us know on Twitter and Instagram at ReadyToMoshcast. And join us next time for, I think it's our download predictions we've got next for 2023.
That sounds the one.
And look out for us at Download if you're there. And
how will people find us?
Maybe we'll have stickers.
Maybe. Keep your eye out for stickers.
Yes.